Good morning, Parsons. Just a quick run this morning as I'm on my way into the city to meet my sister, which is why I'm up and running before the crack of dawn today, rather than at it. Okay, let's have a look at what Capricorns have got for us. Capricorn, today you're faced with the Lovers. Now the Lovers is a bit of a mixed bag. It really is about understanding where you need to be. It's about understanding your heart, and it's about understanding that love comes in all forms, all shapes, sometimes on two legs, sometimes on four, sometimes it just slides across the floor. You know, if you're into that kind of love, hun, which means reptile things, you just keep your bites to yourself. But we all fall in love in different ways and in different means. What do you need to understand today? That love is love. It doesn't have to be judged. It's about acceptance in love at this time. Accept that everyone has their right to love in their own way. Okay, it may not be your way and it may not rock your boat, but it most certainly keeps them going. And sometimes you've got to step right back and let somebody else do their own thing. Capricorns are notorious, bless your hearts, for thinking everyone in the world needs to be loved and married and settled down with the whole drama. There's some people in your lives at this stage, hun, just don't want it. Enjoy your world. Focus on you and the love that's in your life right now, okay? And if you're looking for love, stop looking. Sometimes when you look too hard, you miss what's in front of your face. Aquarius, it's about, yes, most Aquarians at this stage are on a search of some kind. They're going, oh my goodness, what's out there? Where do I go? Wow, this is a real wow factor about searching for the next step, the next direction. It's an openness, and it's this openness that's going to allow doors to open, but it's also the openness that's going to allow you to walk through them. Okay, not all of them are going to be like, wow, this is fantastic. Some are going to be, but is an experience as well, hon, and the more you expand, the more you learn, the stronger the connections, and then you get to know yourself better. And this whole situation is about getting to know yourself better, about getting to know what works for you, how you can make your world better. See, our Aries. Our Aries are very legal and very to the point and very down to earth, and everything must be done doot. It's like at this time you need to dot all your I's, cross all your T's, make sure everything is Mickey Mouse. It's make sure everything's up to date and everything's organized, but it's also about clearing a way for you to have space, for you to have a chill time, a relaxed time. Sometimes Arians forget. They're very good at organizing people to have chill time and people to have time out, but they forget themselves. This is a time to remember yourself, hun. Make sure everything's up to date so that you can have that time out space. Taurus. Strength. Taurus is about strength. Taurus, at this stage you are stronger than you appear. And it is this strength of passion, of power, of moving forward that's going to make it a lot easier for you to do just that, to move forward. This little thing's done a haircut. I'm not sure if it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but get back to me if it's buggered up, okay? This is about having the strength and the connection and the firm belief in yourself to be able to move forward, to be able to do what works for you, to be able to have the passion. It's in your hands, darling. It's only about a matter of taking back. It's like taking back your power, taking back your strength. Don't let anybody rain on your parade, but don't let anyone organize you around as much as you have been, hun. This is your life, your time. Gemini. Far horizons. It's like looking forward. Okay, Gem, in the looking forward, in this seeing where you could be, what can be, how, wow, let's look closer to home. Do not neglect what's closer to home. Sometimes we look for the far horizons and the great wow factor. We forget the gentleness and the calm, steady home fires that are around us. What they're saying right now is yes, distant horizons are fantastic. Yes, they will happen. However, take a little time to see what's around you. Take a little chill time to enjoy what you have, what's already in your hand. Your world is in your hand. Whether you shut your hand tight and squash it or open your hand to receive is your choice. Let's have a look what our Cancerians are doing. Well, Cancerians, you're still on this, yep, I can do it. I can do anything, I can do everything. At this stage, bless me, you can. But this is about, it's not just willy-nilly I can. It says for some it's going to be, a very legal process. It's about signing documents. It's about cutting something. And it's also about starting over. So many Cancerians are going to be starting in either new positions, new houses, new directions. These contracts that are around are legal, and they're to do with moving forward. They're to do with going forward in your life and allowing things to happen. This is a very interesting light display that's happening here. I don't know where it's coming from, but you get that. Now, what I'm also seeing here for Cancerians, it's about time with dealing with health. There are many dark spots in the health areas in the Cancerian charts. Not necessarily Cancerians themselves, but they tend to pick up and sort out and work through other people's stuff. And this is fine. But they're saying right now, Cancerians, is don't do it to the point where you deplete your own energy levels, because that's not going to solve anything or help anyone in the long run. Leo, well, Leo in love is a sight to behold. But Leo, your love is all over the place at the moment. It's procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of Leos. And this whole next cycle is like, oh, will I, won't I, what if, and, well, what if you take a chance and it works? What if you take a chance and it doesn't? What are you going to do? Sit home and think, well, what if? At least, hun, by taking a chance, grabbing things with both hands, you're going to get an answer. You're going to know yes or no. You're not just going to sit in your hands and think, oh, wish maybe. Look, if sitting on your hands and wishing were stars, heaven would be a light so much brighter than it is, and the world would not need electricity. But, hun, it's time to get off your butt and do something about what you want. Okay? Just trust your heart. Don't listen to anything else, and don't listen to what's happening around you. Itchy eyes, sorry about that, Hans. Just trust your heart at this stage. Virgo. Whoops, the day is Virgo. Yeah, well, you might be feeling a bit tied into situations and bound up and can't see how to get out of it or where to go. The understanding here is that you got yourself in this situation, so you can get yourself out. It's a matter of backtracking. It's a matter of thinking back. It's a matter of just going through the process of overlooking the last couple of months to see how here got to here. Once you do that, you can have a look at what you need to do to release, to let go of what is in your life that's holding you in this spot. And do you need it? This is a questioning time for Virgo. How did I get here? What caused this? Do I need it? Sometimes what we want and what we need are totally different things. You may have wanted something and you've got it, and you're like, oh my stars, for the love of God, what have I done? What you need, darling, is to prune and free your life up so you got space. Libra. Librans, yes, you're cruising over deep waters, hon. Some of you are like just, whoa. It's like angels go, Fools go where angels fear to tread, but fools find new lands, new beginnings. All of us have been called fools at one stage, darlings, for things that we've done or directions we've taken, but it's a learning experience. This is a very deeply emotional time for Librans, and when we delve into deep emotion, it's frustrating, but it's also healing and releasing. There's a lot of anger and aggression around you guys at the moment, so maybe sidestep that one. If you feel in that way, look, either go and work it off at the gym, run it off at the beach, do something to release this build-up that's happening, because build-ups become volcanoes, hun, and when they erupt, they're not likely to do anybody any good, least of all you. So it's like find an escape valve here, okay? Try not to blow your stack, I think. Scorpio. Scorpio's about sitting back and looking at what you've got, where you've been, how it's going to work for you. It's like you need to look back into the past, and you need to go back in 10. Now, I'm not 100% sure. For some of you, this will be 10 days. For some, it will be 10 weeks. For some, it will be 10 months. For some, it will be 10 years. This is about looking back into time and seeing where the pattern began. This is about looking for a beginning of a pattern. It's the pattern of the past that's brought you to the now, and it's in understanding and accepting the pattern and where it fits in that's going to release you, and that's going to allow things to move on. A little bit of hard work and deep thinking, but very doable, hun. Last but not least, Sagittarian. And this is about knowing your home, knowing where home is. Now, home, it's not just physical home. It's the home of the heart. It's the home of belonging. It's where do you fit? Where do you belong? This is where all this is happening right now, huns. And don't make heavy weather of it. Don't make it hard work. Relax into understanding and accepting being the big one, who you are and where you're going. This is also about, look, the cash flow could be getting a little bit better here. Things are moving forward in a very positive way. It's about taking a chance, but it's also about knowing that while you're in this space of uncertainty about where things fit, you could get in someone else's face. So, think things through, hun, before opening your gob. Should do that myself more than once. Okay, sweethearts, you have a great day, and I'll catch up with you shortly.